people in this room wore three-quarter boots during their career? Those are all the old guys, see, so look at it. Three-quarter boots were based on fishermen waders, and I have to give you an example of this, what we found through the boot study that the IAFF did in the early 80s as the second part of the Project Fires program. Two things about boots. One, they had calendar soles on them, which are those rounded soles on the bottom of the feet. That's how you know that they came from the fishing industry, because why were soles of the feet round? Because when you walked in a creek, when you were doing fly fishing or whatever kind of fishing you were doing, and you're walking on rocks, your feet would never get caught in the rocks. Well, they adapted that, or adopted that, into the fire service, that we had calendar soles. What was the problem with calendar soles? Every time you would step off the back step or walk down a step, your foot would twist. What was the biggest injury in the fire service then, as it still is, but the biggest injury in fire service then were back injuries. Why were people hurting their back? Because they would walk down, they step down, and they twist their ankle, and to save themselves, they'd pull their back out. Big issue. Why were there calendar soles? Because you fished in them. And also, if you looked at your old three-quarter boots, the heels were about this big. They were very small heels, similarly, so you don't get caught in the rocks. Well, we worked on this project and put a big heel on them and got rid of the calendar soles. We also did testing on the difference between leather and rubber. Again, when leather was introduced in the fire service back then, they said, oh my gosh, we're going to get wet. They're going to get all the chemicals, they're going to go through them. And again, the fact is that that did not happen. We did chemical tests and permeation tests on leather versus rubber. So whatever one you want to wear, you can, both of them provide that same protection. So we moved from the boot issue and did address that through the course of our particular standards development. And again, we've moved from fisher person boots, I guess the proper phrase is, to actual boots that are in the fire service. And again, this happened in everyone's lifetime. This happened over the last 15, 20 years. And again, the product is better. The boots fit better today than they did in the past. Again, the old sizing from the three-quarter boot and the original shorter boots. There were two sizes out there in the fire service. One was too big and the other one was too small. And again, anyone that wore the older boots knows that particular example.